real focused. I haven't done a video in a really long time, so this may be a bit weird, but I'm gonna call this, I'm gonna start a self-love sachet, and it's inspired by Andrea Lewis. And I sort of started the journey at the same time, I guess, that she was doing it. And I'll give a brief sort of like reasoning about why I started it and why I did it. So about 2 years ago, I was in a relationship. Well, you know when you don't know, but you feel like looking back I probably should have known. But I was dating this guy for probably about, I'll say about 7-8 months, and he ended up getting moved back. Whoa, this is weird. Who's that? Somebody just dropped. Are you serious? Oh my days. Anyways, so yeah, I started my self-love journey really because I was dating this guy, and why is everyone keeping, yeah, anyways, everyone keeps coming up now. Like, I could spend ages, and because my room is like at the front of the house, there's like a big window here and everyone can see me, and I just need to shut up and talk. Basically, I started a self-love journey because I was dating this guy, and at the end of it, I was so heartbroken because I was trying to be perfect. I was trying to be this perfect person. I was trying to be this perfect girlfriend, this perfect everything, and it was a lot to keep up, to do that, to pretend that every time I was upset, and I was going through a bit of depression as well at the same time, and I felt like I had no support, and I didn't know what was going on in the relationship, and I didn't know how to ask him, and people were like, just ask him, but then I was afraid to ask him, and it was just this whole thing. And it's something that I've been through before, but this was a really, really, really hard lesson to learn, and it was really heartbreaking, and I was like devastated after it. Like, I just didn't know how to cope or how to deal with myself, and I went into depression, and it was like really bad, where, well, you know, anyone that's had it, where you don't want to leave your house. I didn't want to go to work. I still had to go to work. I didn't want to train. I broke down every time I was like running, because the reason I went into depression is because I went, instead of like, I listened to too many people, and I went running back to him because somebody told me that I should go running back to him, and I should say that I'm sorry and all this kind of stuff. And really, I was just like, I'm done. Like, I don't want to do this anymore because I'm so upset because I didn't know what was happening. And I started a self-love journey because of that, because of the fall that was so hard, because of that situation. I started a self-love journey, and I needed to learn to love myself. I needed to learn to love myself, because people would tell me they like me, and I would never believe them because I never liked myself. Well, how are you going to like me if I don't like myself? I don't see these qualities in myself that you say that you see. I don't believe it. It's a crock of shit to me. Like, I didn't believe it. I didn't buy into it. And so I started a self-love journey because of this. So if anything came out of that process, it's my self-love journey. And I couldn't, it was a really, really hard lesson to learn, but I'm glad that I did it. I'm not glad that I did it and the situation happened, but I'm glad that I've tried to focus on the positive stuff, and I got myself out of depression, which I've made a video about, which I'm going to upload so you can see that. And also the lesson that I've come to learn recently, because I've learned so many lessons since then and through my self-love journey, is honesty. Honesty in your relationships, and that's with people, who's your other half, people that you're dating with, friends, family. Honesty is key, and I'm at this point now in my life where I just want to be blunt and honest about everything. I just want to be straight to the point, because I was so afraid that if I was honest, that you would leave, me, and I wasn't good enough, and I would take that as I'm not good enough for you. I'm all of this, like all of this is not good enough for you. and I would take it in such a negative spiral that I would be like I would be depressed for like 2 weeks until I could get myself out of it. And now I'm just at this place where I just feel like I'm gonna tell you. I'd rather tell you and you leave and I get knocked down and I know why I'm there, rather than me not tell you and I'm getting kicked down and knocked down, right? Also from my own admission, because you have to take responsibility for some of your actions, by not telling you, and me then wondering, this is what happened, why I'm down there, because I wasn't myself. I'm frank in everything in my life except for some situation, relationships. I will tell you, if you ask me what you think of my clothes, I'm going to tell you exactly what I think of your clothes. I'm pretty frank like this. But for some reason in relationships, like I'm not honest, and I do that at the expense of myself. And now I realize like how important like being honest is, and how being frank, I'm gonna call it frank. People say I'm blunt, people say I'm honest. I'm just saying I'm frank. I'm just gonna be frank with you. I'm gonna tell you exactly what I want, and if you then decide to leave, that is literally like your loss. So rather than tell myself this is how much work I've done, rather than tell myself that I'm not good enough, I'm not what you want, I'm not what you're looking for, nobody wants me, and that's something else I need to work on, but that'll be another video, is being frank. And I'm gonna be honest, and I'm gonna commit myself to telling guys from dating, like who I'm dating, exactly how I think or feel, because now I'm in another situation where I haven't been frank and I just don't want to keep going in this cycle. So I want to press to you how important it is to be frank, and I don't expect anyone to just be able to do this overnight. A lot of people aren't frank, and I feel like sure, honesty stings. Like I've got good friends who are just straight up like frank with me, and I appreciate that because it stings, but I'd rather it sting for a second than be kicked down and beat down because I wasn't honest and I wasn't frank from the get-go. So I just wanted to make this video about my self-love and my journey, and I'm going to keep doing videos now about self-love. Anyways, so I'm going to keep doing videos about my self-love journey. I'm going to post one once a week, and I want it to be Self-Love Saturday, because SS, self-love Saturday. And I just wanted to press the really importance of, like, I guess my journey and your journey and anybody else watching's journey about self-love, and how important it is for the respect and your value, because unless you value yourself, like, you're not gonna see when other people tell you how great you are, you're not gonna believe it. And sometimes it's hard when you feel like you don't have a support system, and you just need to tell yourself a lot about how great you are. And it will take time, and honesty, it will come, but it will come when it's ready. So don't try and force anything before it's gonna come. Learn to let go of things, and what is meant for you is gonna stay. This is the thing about the honesty. I keep telling myself this: what is meant for you is gonna stay. If it's gonna go, it's gonna go. You know what I mean? And I saw, if you watch Preston Smiles on YouTube, oh my god, he's so good. There was a video that really spoke to me the other week, and it said, not everyone you lose is a loss. If the door is closed, it probably means you're not supposed to go through it. I was like, preach. So if a guy, women, like, if a guy leaves you, and trust me, this is not something I'm gonna overnight, there's still some things I need to work on. If he's gonna go, he's not the person for you. He's just not. And that's something like you need to repeat in your head. That's something I repeat in my head. What is meant for me is gonna stay. If it's not, keep on pushing, go, because I didn't need you anyway. Anyways, I wanted to say, like, have a great day, and good luck on anybody else's self-love journey. It's hard. I've been doing this for like probably a couple of years now, and learn to appreciate yourself. And I will see you in the next self-love journey. Or self-love video. Bye guys. Thanks for watching.